you set out to write the this genre novel formulaic to prove to her that it wouldn't work. Uh,
Hmm.
so why Harry Dresden? Why a wizard PI?
Well, I was wanting to do the whole wizard PI thing was just that was what I wanted to do. I took Wizard Private Investigator, and that was the book I wanted to write because she'd been urging me to write a mystery, and I was like, fine, but I'm going to have a wizard as my PI. Um,
And that opening chapter of Stormfront is still one of the very best of establishing that premise that you open it up and you just laugh out loud and it just but then it just sucks you in. So it's amazing.
oh, it was well. When putting Harry together was really just a matter of he was really a Frankenstein of a character outline because I basically I went and I took my top three favorite wizards and my top three favorite private eyes and chopped up the bits and took the parts that I liked and kind of stuck them onto this creation that was going to be Harry Dresden. Uh, and it's just sort of so I'm grabbing Sherlock's and some of Sherlock and some of Gandalf and some of Spencer and a bit of uh, sorry, excuse me, I'm having one of those brain moments.
That's okay.
Um, but some of Spencer and some of Merlin, and just kind of and taking the bits that I wanted and stitching them all together into this Frankenstein of a whole character, and then running 10,000 volts through him and screaming "It's alive" and throwing him into chapter one. Uh, uh, but it was somebody who he was this character who it felt very very artificial and very terrible to me and far too exaggerated and far too cartoonish at the time I was writing him. But that was really the main thing that was holding me back was I was unwilling to kind of go out on a limb and step outside my comfort zone of where I'd been as imagining myself as this fantasy literary writer. And as a result, my characters were coming off, sort of flat and stale and not very interesting, and muted. And when what I needed was to get a little bit more Scooby Doo with things, um,
Mm.
a little bit more color, a little bit more cartoonishness was kind of what my style needed in order to create characters that would actually grab people's attention.